everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's August 19th, 2022 and Barcelona will be meeting with Villareal next week in order to discuss the signing of Juan Foyth. Also, the club are expected to meet with Frenkie de Jong to discuss his future, and there are new updates in regards to the futures of Pablo Torre and Alejandro Balde. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Mo and I created this channel so it could be a one-stop shop for all Barcelona fans where they can come here and get the latest news in regards to FC Barcelona. Whether it be transfer rumors, injury updates, post-match analysis, or anything else, you will find it here. So I invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Now begin with the news that Barcelona have scheduled a meeting with Villareal for next week in order to finalize the signing of Juan Foyth to reinforce the right-back position. Now, as I reported previously, Barcelona have already met with Juan Foyth's agent and that his agents have made it clear to Barcelona that Juan Foyth wants to join the club. And after that, Villareal informed Barcelona that in order to sign the Argentinian player, Barcelona would have to pay his entire release clause, which is valued at 42 million euros. Where Barcelona will be meeting with the club with Villareal next week in order to finalize this transfer, and it's expected that the club will be making an offer around 30 million euro package including variables and fixed amounts, and it's expected that Villareal will accept this offer. Now it's also expected that Barcelona will be announcing a personal agreement between them and a player during this weekend. Now another meeting that the club have scheduled for next week is between the club and Frenkie de Jong in order to resolve the player's future. Now during this meeting, Barcelona will be offering the player a new contract with a salary reduction, and if Frenkie de Jong refuses to accept this contract, then Barcelona will make it very clear to the Dutch midfielder that he needs to leave the club this season. Now Barcelona were looking to either offload Frenkie de Jong or reduce his salary during this summer transfer window because they need to clear some space on their wage bill in order to register new players. See, Frenkie de Jong has a very high salary of 19 million euros this season, and his salary will go up to 24 million euros next season, and it will continue to rise with every passing season until the expiration of his contract in 2026. Now, when Joan Laporta arrived at the club, he implemented a strict pay scale where no player could earn more than 10 million euros, and all the new signings and the contract renewals have been issued contracts under this new pay scale. Now the club are trying to negotiate with the remainder of the players, including Frenkie de Jong, to reduce their salaries to adhere to this pay scale. So Barcelona will be offering Frenkie de Jong a new contract that adheres to this new pay scale, and if Frenkie de Jong does not want to accept this contract, the club will make it very clear to the player that he needs to leave during this summer transfer window. Now Frenkie de Jong has maintained throughout the whole summer that he wants to remain in Barcelona, and he has also stated that the club have never approached him in regards to a salary reduction. So Barcelona are hoping to clear any misunderstanding and make their position very clear during this meeting in hopes to try to bring an end to the saga that has dragged on during the entire summer transfer window. Now for now, Barcelona have put on hold the attempt to try to sign Bernardo Silva from Manchester City because they first want to figure out the Frenkie de Jong situation and whether they would be able to clear some space in their wage bill by reducing his salary, or if they can clear some space in their wage bill by offloading him altogether. Now speaking of clearing space on the wage bill, Barcelona are maintaining their position that they will register Jules Koundé prior to Sunday's match against Real Sociedad in the first away match of La Liga. Now Barcelona need to offload both Memphis Depay, who's very close to finalizing his move to Juventus, and Pierre-Emerick in order to clear enough space on the wage bill to register Jules Koundé. Now the match is only 2 days away, so Matteo Alemany and Jordi Cruyff have a lot of work ahead of them, and the club will be working all around the clock during this weekend in order to make this registration happen. Now another contract registration that has been put on hold because of La Liga's financial fair play rules is the contract renewal of Gavi. Now Gavi currently has a Barcelona B squad contract, and Barcelona were hoping to renew his contract and give him a senior team contract once the player turns 18, given that Barcelona wanted to give him a 4-year contract, which is something they couldn't do when the player was underage. Now Gavi turned 18 during this month, however Barcelona have not been able to issue him a new senior team contract because there isn't enough space on their wage bill in order to register that contract renewal. Now Gavi has made it very clear to Barcelona that he wants to remain at the club, that he's very happy at the club, and that he's willing to wait as long as needed for the club to issue him a new contract, and he doesn't mind keep playing with the senior team despite having a Barcelona B squad contract. Now, Barcelona are very grateful to the player's patience and his willingness to continue with his current contract, and they have assured everyone that they will renew Gavi's contract as soon as they clear enough space on the wage bill. Now, on to the news that Barcelona have confirmed that Pablo Torre will remain in the club during this season. Now, Barcelona signed Pablo Torre from Racing de Santander for 5 million euros in order to reinforce the Barcelona B squad, or Barca Athletic as they are known this season. Now, Xavi did have some plans for Pablo Torre to be included with the senior team during certain matches. However, he made it clear that Pablo Torre was still a Barca Athletic player. Now, in the recent few days, reports had emerged that Pablo Torre had requested from the club to be sent out on loan because he didn't want to play with the Barca B squad in the 3rd division, and he wanted to be sent out on loan to his former team Racing, who play in the 2nd division. Well, Barcelona have now confirmed that Pablo Torre will remain with the club, where he will play all his matches with the Barca B squad. However, he will exclusively train with the Barcelona senior team because Xavi wants to keep an eye on his growth and development. Now, Barcelona are hoping to replicate with Pablo Torre the same formula they followed with Pedri, where Pedri was signed to play with Barca Athletic, but was due to train with the senior team. And thanks to his immense talent and his exponential growth, Pedri became a starting fixture with the senior team and one of the most promising midfielders in the whole world. So Barcelona are hoping to replicate the same thing with Pablo Torre, who is one of the most promising midfielders to come out of Spain in the recent years. Now, another youngster that will be remaining with Barcelona this season is Alejandro Balde. Now, with the arrival of Marcos Alonso, Alejandro Balde had requested from the club to be transferred, given that between Jordi Alba and Alonso, it was most likely that Balde will not have any playing minutes during this upcoming season. Now, Barcelona have now confirmed that Alejandro Balde will remain with the club, that he's not for sale because he is the future left back on the team. Now, if Alejandro Balde insists on leaving, then Barcelona will consider sending him out on loan, but it will only be a 1-year loan until the summer of 2023 with no option to buy, the same way the club did with both Nico and Alex Collado. Now, Barcelona have also confirmed that Alejandro Balde will not be playing with the Barca Athletic team because they consider that he has outgrown that team. However, they don't consider that he is ready yet 100% to be a starter on the senior team. So one thing is for sure is that Alejandro Balde will not be sold because he is the future left back, and he will also not be going back to play with the Barca Athletic. Now, as I reported in yesterday's video, which I will leave the link for down below in the description in case you want to check it out, La Liga has informed Barcelona that they will not accept the salary reductions of Gerard Piqué and Sergio Busquets, the two Barca captains who offered to reduce their salaries in order to clear some space on the wage bill so Barcelona can register new players. Now, Pjanic is another player who had offered Barcelona to reduce his salary because he wanted to remain at the club, given that Barcelona had planned to offload him during this summer transfer window until he impressed Xavi, and Xavi decided to keep him as a substitute for Sergio Busquets in a center midfield position. So Barcelona have sent a request to La Liga to try to figure out whether the Spanish league will be able to accept Pjanic's salary reduction, or whether they will try to put another roadblock in Barcelona's way and refuse to accept Pjanic's salary reduction because he had already agreed to a salary reduction before. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Atletico de Madrid might be trying to avoid paying the 40 million euros that they could owe Barcelona from the loan of Antoine Griezmann. Now, Barcelona sent Antoine Griezmann to Atletico Madrid on a 2-year loan, and in that contract they negotiated a clause that if Griezmann played 45 minutes of half of all the matches that he's available, Atletico de Madrid would have to pay Barcelona 40 million euros. Now, Griezmann has so far played 45 minutes of 33 out of the 40 matches during the past season. So he only has 7 matches left for that clause to be activated and for Atletico de Madrid to pay Barcelona 40 million euros. Well, it seems that Atletico de Madrid have told Griezmann that they will not be counting on him this season because even though the fans are against it, it looks like the Spanish team is looking to sign Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United. Now, if Atletico de Madrid are successful in signing Ronaldo, then Griezmann will most likely spend the remainder of the season on the bench, and he will not meet that quota that would force Atletico de Madrid to pay Barcelona 40 million euros. Now, we will have to see whether Atletico de Madrid will end up keeping Griezmann on the bench on purpose in order to avoid shelling out 40 million euros for an Asian player who has not had much contribution during the past season. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regard to FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and as always, Peace, Barça.